I want you to keep in mind something. In comparison to the debut week, Angel Reese's debut game with the Rose BC Basketball Club has lost over half of its viewership.
The latest Week 3 ratings report for Unrivaled has been released, and the numbers aren't favorable for Angel Reese. Despite branding herself as the face of women's basketball and claiming equal impact alongside Caitlin Clark, the data suggests a different narrative.
That more than half of its opening night audience within 3 weeks, we see numbers of 310,000, 320,000. 3 weeks later, 140,000 viewers for Unrivaled. More than half of the audience has disappeared. Oh no, say it ain't so. This can't.
Let's break it down, because while numbers don't lie, they can definitely be ironic. Angel Reese's team faced off against Phantom, and given the buzz around her ejection, you'd expect ratings to spike like it was the finale of a hit reality show. Ejections usually fuel memes, Twitter debates, and fan drama. But in this case, welcome to Hoops Kingdom. Game pulled in just 140,000 viewers.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
I'm sorry. I can't. She really believes that. She believed it then. She believed that they were started to watch her because of that one game.
Now, to put that into perspective, another game in the same league between the Laces and the Owls drew 190,000 viewers. That's 50,000 more people tuning in to watch a matchup with no ejections, no controversy, and zero drama. Just pure, old-school basketball, layups, jump shots, and likely some solid defensive execution. No sideline arguments, no dramatic exits, just the game as it's meant to be played.
No one is supporting their secondary dump. They wonder why no one is watching pretend basketball. Maybe if they focused on the actual basketball instead of focusing on their weird utopian fantasies, maybe their dump would be upgraded to a polished.
So, what does this tell us? Maybe the ejection wasn't the ratings booster some expected, or maybe, just maybe, viewers are actually showing up for the basketball, not the theatrics. A wild concept, right? Either way, Angel Reese's squad might need to rethink the strategy. Because if the drama isn't driving viewership, and the on-court performance isn't either, what's left? Mascot dance-offs? Half-court trick shots? Free tacos for fans? Someone better loop in the marketing team, fast.
We start getting there. Saturday coverage, 98,000 on True TV alone. On True TV alone, but they must not have counted TNT. It wasn't on TNT. It was on True TV only. Okay? It was on True TV only. So no TNT numbers, no HBO Max numbers. Lunar Owls on True TV, 118,000. Missed Rose on True TV, 76,000.
So, Angel, are we still claiming you're the reason the league is thriving? Because if we're going by the numbers, they're telling a very different story. And unlike follower counts on social media, ratings don't lie. After all the drama, the attitude, and the "I'm changing the game" speeches, the viewership still isn't there. We already know what the response from fans will be, but Angel is a star. She's just as influential as Caitlin Clark. And to that, I say, really? Because influence usually shows up in engagement, in visibility, in people actually tuning in. Let's be honest, if we're measuring impact, one name is clearly shining brighter, and that name is Caitlin Clark.
Don't remember? Angel Reese said she was also the draw. Did you guys forget about that? The hottest woman basketball player on the planet isn't involved in the Unrivaled, and weeks in, ratings are down under 100,000 viewers. So where's the lie?
And let's not forget, it was Angel herself who said, "It's not just Caitlin changing the WNBA, it's me too." Respectfully, the viewership numbers seem to disagree, because the last time we checked, when Caitlin Clark steps on the court, ratings spike, like gas prices in the summer. When Angel hits the floor, well, the numbers are more in clearance sale territory, decent, but far from selling out. To be clear, We're all for confident athletes talking their talk. But if you're going to claim you're shifting the culture, the least you can do is bring the numbers to back it up.
Started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like,
Otherwise, we might need to put some of those "I'm changing the game" claims on layaway until further notice. At the end of the day, I respect Angel's hustle. The determination to stay in the spotlight, even when there's little on-court production to support it, is impressive in its own way. She definitely knows how to talk. But let's not pretend the league's recent surge is because of her. When the numbers are clearly favoring someone else, Caitlin Clark isn't just bringing attention, she's bringing record-breaking ratings. Thanks for watching. Love you, bro.
Crosses teams and fandoms following today's win. South Carolina coach Don Staley took a moment to acknowledge what Clark has done for the sport.
Just don't want to not utilize this opportunity to thank Caitlin for what she's done for women's basketball. Like her shoulders were heavy and getting a lot of eyeballs on our.
I think first of all, I feel very lucky and fortunate because there's also been a lot of really good players to wear this number in this program, whether it's Sam Logic, Kathleen Doyle, and those two specifically have been very supportive of myself over my career. So just thanks to them more than anything. And I think once you like hear the day and it's like, oh, your jersey's getting retired this day, it's like, oh, okay. But like when the day like approaches very fast, you don't have as much time to prepare for everything that it's going to be.